Hello guys, welcome back to Dr. Pablo's Setup. This week we have BRS on Road Atlanta. I mainly focus in have a setup consistent since this new tire model is the main issue is keep a car with good balance during the stint. So this is why I, instead of focusing just do a hot lap, I try to do quite a lot of laps. Like my last lap already tires are on the peak of hit, like it's 96, 97, more or less. The car is still driving pretty good, or I believe so. I have no issues. So, well, anyway, yes, this is the conditions. BRS 23, 23, 55 humidity, 50% track use. Lap could be better. I think I can do probably 0.8. I think I missed the last corner quite a bit. Actually, I have a 0.9 already, and even it's not in the fastest lap. So yeah, anyways, doesn't matter too much. Let's go. Flat out. We try. I'm going pretty wise here, just because the front left tire, I think, is the main issue on this track. So I try to don't force too much the tires going too tight here. Maybe this is a bit too much, but well, is what I do so far. For qualify, for sure, no, for sure you go tighter because it's faster. But this is just thinking in long run. Flat out, I keep fifth gear, and here I use this grass, so I get better angle into turn one. A bit tricky, but if you practice, you get to a point like it's very easy to do. You have to brake right on the asphalt. As you see, I keep the same gear, fifth. And this corner, pretty interesting, like here you can make a difference. Just don't brake too much, let the car roll. And try to get pretty early on the throttle. Once you are in the, there's like a banking here, so the compression just like help the car rotate a bit. So yeah, just be focused to don't brake really too much. Try to keep a minimum speed at this one. More gear, flat, and this is the most complicated corner of the track. As you see, I lift very early and I barely touch the brakes. You can push more, but usually don't work. You see, I'm just letting the car roll, not really forcing, just letting the car roll, going slowly to the brakes. I start to turn to the right. I have the reference I used to turn in because obviously you cannot see the apex. I turn in around the yellow curve. More or less, you need, at least myself, what I get as reference to when to turn in is this curve. And I turn in slightly. You see, I'm not turning too much. Like, this is how I do it. And once I see the curve, I turn more, Now I start to correct, and bam. Because it's very complicated, so just I turn a bit, and when I start to see the curve, okay, I start to correct the car to really go into the apex. This is the trick I use to do this corner. Obviously, it needs a lot of practice. It's very hard to do properly this corner. It's one of the hardest in all racing, I believe. But yeah, not going too wide. At least in my case, I prefer keep it pretty tight. Just leave here kind of a space, but yeah, because if you go too wide, you force the car too much into the left, and later you need to turn again to the right. So just let the car roll. Here is the position I want on the car, just right on the curve. Because if you are more, you see, trying, and here I brake with my car almost straight and turning. Because if you come from the right later, when you turn to the right, I mean, you go from right to left and from left to right, the inertia of the car will get very loose. And very important, keep the brakes. As you see, I keep in the brakes, or also your car will probably can get loose. If you struggle, you can put a bit more brake bias. Yeah, the car is pretty stable. I think if you are struggling, you just need to practice more, because I think this is the way. Anyway, so to next, throttle before hit the curve. Be careful, you see I take a bit to go flat out, because depends how you land, you can slide. Here, lift a little bit, just be sure you are really tight. Flat out, but this one depends your line, because it's very hard to always nail it. Don't worry about lift a little bit here. It's better lift a bit here than just force your front tires, because it's really important the front left to don't overheat it. So depends your line. Just be on mind, like maybe here lift is not any problem. Here, also not push too much. Try to hit the curve correctly, not too early, because if not the car will jump. Keep brakes all the way. In my case, I use this grass a bit. I know most of the people don't use it. For me, it's kind of working. You can just keep the car on the curve. It's up to you. Use whatever you feel more comfortable. And throttle, but you need to be sure you are a bit patient till the car rotates to go flat out, or you will get a bit of wheel spin. All the trap. Next corner, don't push too much, so easy to understeer and overheat the front left. I brake a bit earlier than these white lines. A bit patient here. Next, I brake as soon as I arrive to the curve. Mostly it's like my reference. I arrive to the curve. I'm trying to be careful, really focusing, don't overshot this corner, because you're going to the back straight. I miss a bit the apex, like you can cut the curve here, depends, but yeah. Still okay, just be sure you get a good exit. Then you can use a bit this curve at the very end to help the car rotate. Boink. Helps a little bit. I think was not a great corner for me, that one. And we go to the bus stop. This one I lost here quite a lot. This way I say I can do a 0.8, but I turned in too late. Very easy to overshot this corner. I lift a little bit, but I brake too late or too hard. You see I'm here in this no! Sorry, bad streamer. Here in this transition I was understeering here quite a lot, like in this part, because I entered like too fast. This was pretty bad, I should cut more. I will put another lap, because this one was 0. I think probably this one I did way better. Let's go. Brake early. You see here I'm braking earlier. I'm turning, you see, I'm turning in early, not forcing the front. And this is not off track. You even can cut a little bit more, but this is not off track. And before go to the gravel, you are already on the throttle. Position the car properly, forget a very good exit, bam. From here just small lift, and you exit flat out. Pretty much that's it. Just be sure, maybe here I'm lifting already with a bit older tires. No, so far it's still flat out. But well, main key is if you don't force the front left of the car. That's all. And here, turning early. Bam. Bam. That's all. Hope you like. I put quite a lot of effort to make the car drivable during a long run. See you on Bathurst. There we deploy the cows. By the way, remember there is a telemetry where you can. What's it? Yeah, what I was saying. You have the telemetry files also uploaded. Oh, and you can see here all my laps. You can check setup. You can see everything is legit, fair and square, and you can add your telemetry and compare your lap versus my lap and all these things. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day. Ciao, ciao.